This is one of my favorite things to see in the game. The lab and all my builders are fully maxed out for my Town Hall level. It's time to move on to Town Hall 13. So I'm actually gonna buy a hammer of building right now, so that I can use it on the Town Hall. It's not saving much time, but it is still good value because I lose these resources on defense since it's overstacking from the season pass. So it is good value to use this. So, Town Hall 13. Get all these nice boosts. I wonder if that includes ore. So, there are some things I'm gonna want to upgrade pretty soon. Inferno. I want to get that maxed out as quick as possible. Same with the blacksmith. I want the healing tome pretty bad. And also there's these new buildings. I'm not gonna get that pack though. Like the Royal Champion. How do I not have anywhere to put the Royal Champion? How does this happen? My base needs to get better. How does that? I'll just put it on this base because this is the base I'm gonna use for Town Hall 13. So, well, once the balloon march is gone, I can do that. So now I have the Royal Champion, and I have the boost, so she looks like she's level 25. I'm gonna want to upgrade her, but I'm gonna want to do some other things with her first. Like, look at the equipment. I got the rocket spear during the event that it came out in. So I have that, and I was thinking that the best pairing with it would be with the Seeking Shield. So, yeah, now I got these other buildings to upgrade, these traps. So let's get them down, and then I'll get the scatter shots, I guess. If I have enough gold, that is. Yeah, I think it should. Well, start this first. It's the higher priority. And I might as well start the blacksmith. I think first would be the lab because it's a little more important. Why not? It's a lot more important. So I'll start that. And I might as well just. Well, never mind. Okay, so now I can get my first scatter shot. There goes all my gold. But I do have some treasury. But man, I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I guess next should be doing the Royal Champions upgrade, but I don't want to because I want to test out her equipment real quick. I might as well use the apprentice builder. He's been sitting doing nothing for a while when the lab was finishing up. I guess I just need more loot. So if you've seen my YouTube channel in the past few months, you probably would have seen an upgrading to Town Hall 12 video, which was me upgrading from a maxed out Town Hall 11 to a brand new Town Hall 12. And it's already time again to upgrade to Town Hall 13, which I already have. But that was only 6 months ago, and I haven't even bought the gold pass or anything after or since then. So if you're free to play, you can make it from Town Hall 12 to 13 in less than 6 months due to the cost and time reductions that they implemented this summer. So for my priority guide that I'm sharing, there are some buildings that you want to get basically as soon as you turn a new town hall. But for a Town Hall 12, there's specifically the lab, the clan castle, upgrading the defensive weapon on the town hall to 5-star, getting the new buildings, specifically the workshop and the other Inferno Tower, and also kind of upgrading the blacksmith depending on what army you use, and getting, for some people, getting the barracks level 14. So those are kind of the first few upgrades you'd want to do because they make the biggest impact starting earlier, especially the lab, I'll tell you that. Those are the buildings you want to get up basically as quick as possible. And once you get those ones up, like the first wave of upgrades, then you gotta keep upgrading the town hall until you get it 5-star because of the damage when destroyed. And you also want to get the resource buildings done like basically as quick as possible, because you get a new level of drill, collector, and mine for Town Hall 12, which is kind of a pain. But I started upgrading my resource buildings with 2 builders, so the Dark Elixir drills, the mines, pumps, and storages. I upgraded those with 2 builders, and then the other, with the other builders, I had 2 working on the offense buildings, so like the workshop, the barracks, the army camps, and the dark spell factory. And then with my final builder, I only had 5 builders at the time. I used it to catch up my other Inferno Tower as well as the Town Hall and the Hidden Tesla. Just all the extra catch-up buildings that you get by upgrading to Town Hall 12. And once I had all of those done, I basically moved from that stage, like stage 1, I'll call that, into stage 2, which was the final stage, the one that took a very long amount of time, which was defenses and heroes. It took a long time because there were so many hero upgrades. So there's 15 for the king, queen each, and 20 for the warden. I don't know why they did that. That's just kind of cruel to me. But I upgraded those heroes in stage 2, as well as the core defenses first, and then followed by those, the regular defenses. So for the core defenses, I counted the Inferno Towers, air defenses, and X-bows as core defenses. That's when I'd also do the Eagle, but I just happen to use a hammer on it. You gotta get those ones done first, and then kind of just move on to the next buildings. I put them in groups just so then it would be a little more satisfying after I finish each group, but it doesn't really matter. I just had most of my builders working on those, and then my others working on either heroes, maybe had one left open for a wall, but the cost for those defenses were so high, I didn't really have many opportunities to have all of my builders working at once, so I didn't, yeah. And that was also the time where I was upgrading my heroes. And there are a ridiculous amount of hero upgrades at Town Hall 12 for literally no reason. So it's pretty important to save a few months before, or save a few months of hero upgrades, basically. There are some traps. There's literally one trap that you have to upgrade, so traps aren't a big pain for Town Hall 12. But what is a big pain is the lab. The lab was really the thing that took me the longest amount of time. And if you keep it going non-stop, it will take multiple months, like 5 months or something. So it's recommended to upgrade stuff in the lab as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. A tip for doing that is to offset your resource spending. So if you know you're going to be upgrading heroes like King or Queen, then it would be best to do elixir upgrades in the lab, so then you're not wasting time with your lab doing literally nothing. And it is a lot less stressful in that situation. And then also, if you know you're not going to be upgrading heroes, it would be a good idea to use dark elixir upgrades in the lab, just so then you don't have to run into that issue in the future. And then as of walls, in stage 1, I got a lot of them done because that's a lot of elixir heavy upgrades, and there wasn't really much for me to spend my gold on, so I upgraded a bunch of walls then, which was good because I didn't want to have to upgrade like hundreds of walls at the last few months of Town Hall 12. And it got me pretty far. I was able to be close to finishing off Town Hall 12 before the balance, or before the time and cost reductions, so you could do it a lot faster than I did. So just to recap, when you first turn Town Hall 12, upgrade the new Inferno Tower, the Giga Tesla, and the new buildings and traps that you get from just upgrading to Town Hall 12, as well as the offensive buildings and resource buildings. And then once you get all of those done, you should start upgrading major defenses first, and then lower class defenses like archer towers and cannons, as well as your heroes. And then basically after that, just finish whatever walls or lab upgrades you have. And remember to offset your resource spending, and you should be able to max out Town Hall 12 in less than 6 months.